What's going on, guys? So I'm outside of work right now, and I just wanted to come out here and make a quick video and talk about 4 of the top lures that I've been using so far since we transitioned into the fall, and they have been really productive for me. So I'm going to talk about these lures, and these lures are obviously not I'm not saying they're the absolute go-to lures, or if you're not throwing these, that you're not going to catch any fish, because my top 4 might be completely different from your top 4. And this is just what works for me and what's been productive for me. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So right here are the 4 lures that have been the most productive for me. Some of them, like this one right here, this is not the exact lure, but I actually have it tied on my rod right now, but I'll show you guys in a second. So first off, I want to talk about swim jig. Been catching some pretty good fish on this. When at other times when these other ones won't work, I downsize to something like this. It may not always be this exact setup, but I downsize to something closely to this, that closely resembles to this. And usually when the fish aren't feeling as active, a lot of the times they want to go for something smaller. And I mean, it's been real productive for me. I hadn't caught any giant fish on it, but it's been consistent in catching 15 to 17, 18-inch bass for me. So this has been really good for me since we transitioned into the fall. And yeah, I'm gonna keep throwing it. Next one, spinnerbait. I know a lot of people have different opinions about these spinnerbaits, and what time to throw them. Some people exclusively only throw them during the summer, and other people like to throw them year-round. I'm one of those people that like to throw them year-round. I'm big on the double Colorado blade. I have a Colorado and a willow blade, and I have a double willow blade, but I really like throwing the double Colorado blade. I feel like it gives it more of a thump. That way they can find it easier. And with this, one thing I have noticed, and I will say with the other lure too, is I've noticed sometimes that if I don't have a trailer on, I catch more fish without a trailer. And I've noticed that if I do have a trailer, and like if it has a tail, or like this right here that has a paddle tail on it, I've noticed that if I do have a trailer on it and it's missing the tail, like maybe a fish swiped at it, or it got caught or cut off or something, the fish won't hit it as much. And I'm assuming that's probably just because it's not giving the same type of swimming action as it would with the end of the tail. Who knows? That's just something I noticed, and I thought was pretty neat. But yeah, that's spinnerbait, something that I throw year round. It's kind of like one of those things. Well, if I can't catch them on this, I'm not going to catch them on anything else. I'm a big fan of using also orange too. I can't remember who. I saw a video a long time ago of a guy talking about spinnerbaits, and he said the same thing, that he always made sure that his bladed lures always had an orange blade on them. He felt like it helped attract the fish more to it, because they're more curious about that color. And so far it's worked out pretty good for me, so I like throwing that. All right, the next one. This is something I'll throw year round. This is the Nico Helgramite in the mud bug color, I believe. This is the 4 1/4. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but I know a lot of you guys like to fish with the Yum Helgramites, and I don't mind the Yum Helgramites, but I feel like their plastic isn't really that good. And Nico, as you can see, I mean, I'm pulling this thing way out here, and it's not ripping or nothing. I've been using this exact lure right here probably since the beginning of summer, honestly. And I mean, as you can see, it's still in good condition. I know a lot of people like to rig them a different way, but this is how I rig them. You know, I just use a 2-aught Gamakatsu hook, or I think that's how you say it. And if you can't, you know, if you don't have these, I can't remember what they're called. I had to look at the packet, but pretty much these end weights that Z-Man makes, the Ned ends. If you don't have these, or you know you can't find them, you can always just take a Ned rig hook and cut the barb off of it, cut the point, and shove it up in the bottom. And that's what I do. And it kind of, when I throw it, I'm just dragging it along the bottom, and this is kind of just sitting there floating. It's just dragging it along the bottom. And it's been really good for me. Caught a bunch of good fish. Rock bass love this thing. I remember in the summer there were some days when I couldn't catch a fish to save my life, and you know I would throw this, and I could always count on a rock bass hitting this. That's for sure. This is the mudbug color. I have an obsidian color, and then I have a magma color, all in 4 1/4. I like throwing the bigger ones. It's definitely a lure that I like to throw all year round, but especially in the fall. So this has probably been my most productive lure right here, is the chatterbait, the Evo series. Now it's not this exact one. There's been a few times in the most recent weeks where you know I've done floats, and I have not been able to get a bite on anything. I mean, short bill crank, all 3 of these lures right here. This is a full-size Evo. You know, this is along with the series like the jackhammers and all that stuff. And you know, I'll show you the one here in a second on that's tied on my rod that I'm talking about, that I've caught all these fish with. I've caught some pretty good fish on it here recently. Maybe 2 weekends ago, you know, I caught a 20.5-inch smallmouth on that lure, and you know, it's just been really productive for me. Chatterbait is one of my all-time favorite lures. When I first started out fishing, you know, pond hopping, that's pretty much what I cut my teeth on, was a chatterbait, you know, throwing around the ponds, and I just fell in love with it ever since. And yeah, it's been really productive for me this fall. So let me grab that rod real quick that's got that chatterbait on it, and yeah, I'll show you guys. All right, so here it is. Here's the actual lure that I'm talking about. It's the Mini Evo gold blade, 1/2 ounce head. It's bluegill color. Now I love this color. I think this color is awesome. It's the main one that I buy besides the pearl shiner. I think that's what it's called, but this is the 4-inch one, maybe. Yeah, this is the 4-inch one, and the skirt that it's got on it is just a bluegill color, and I think that color has done the best for me out of all the ones that I've thrown. I don't know if you guys want to see that too, but yeah, this is the rod I'm throwing it on. It's a 7-foot medium heavy Lew's mock jack. Really like this rod. It looks a lot heavier than what it actually is. Like when I first looked at it, I thought it was going to be like a heavy rod, strictly heavy, but it's a medium heavy. Really like this rod, and that's what I've been mainly throwing the chatterbait and spinnerbait on. This is another Mini Evo. This is just a chartreuse color, and on this one I just have some Z-Man diesel minnow sexy penny trailers tied onto it. Good trailer. You guys obviously know Z-Man. Their plastics are insanely durable. So and I've had this one on this specific chatterbait right here. I've had it on for a while now, and I mean, this thing is taking some licks and it's still holding on. I haven't even had to adjust it. This same exact lure. What I'll do sometimes, though, if I have a trailer that I really like, I'll just cut the tip of it off. As you can see right here, I'll just cut the nose of it off and slide it on. Works just the same. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the overview of the lures I'm throwing. These are obviously pretty much the same, but this is the one that I've actually been throwing. Yeah, these are the lures that I've been throwing, I've been having luck on. Like I said, this is obviously not the go-to setup. I'm not saying that these, if you don't throw these, you're not going to catch anything, because that's just not true. You know, there are other lures that I throw that have been catching me fish, but these are the main ones. These are the main ones that I like to throw right now, and they have been giving me the most success. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. These are the lures that I like to throw this time of year. Obviously, I'll switch it up. If something's not working, then I'll try something else. But these are the ones that I've had success with so far. And I'm going to try to give you guys a kayak video also, just a kind of review of the kayak that I'm using. And yeah, I don't know if you guys will like something like that, but hopefully going fishing tomorrow. Try for some smallmouth one last time. I won't be able to go for a while after this trip, so I'm going to try to get on some good ones, and hopefully we catch at least a 19-inch smallmouth. Man, that'd be awesome way to finish it off. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.